All right, welcome back to another game of Play Action Football Express. My name is Brian Hafferkamp, and I'm the co-designer and co-creator of the Express package for Play Action Football. I created this in conjunction with a designer named Jason Graham. Jason is, you can catch his stuff at the Jason Flash Football YouTube channel. So be sure you go over there and give him a subscribe. Excellent designer, and he helped create the team generation, the career module. He created the first fast action cards for this game. So we worked together in collaboration to put together the full Express package. So what we're going to do is continue our West Coast Football League, the WCFL. And we finished up the 2048 season. Portland won on a last-second field goal, 20-17, as they beat Las Vegas. Vegas was looking for their second straight championship. They are the winningest franchise, Vegas is. And Portland got their first one, so they're looking really good. Both of these teams 3 and -2. As I said on the broadcast or the last video, you can think of them like the 2007 Patriots. So the Patriots in Play Action Football were a 3 and a -2. So that's the level of caliber that you have there. 3 and -1. I think last year or 2 years ago, Baltimore was 3 and -1. So you can think of that sort of level. Buffalo Bills now, Baltimore now, it's that. San Francisco now, it's that sort of team. So let's go through our off-season program. And we have 2 new teams. So on the back end, we have the Phoenix Firebirds and we have the Denver Snowcats. So they both wound up with 1 win. I went through, and because we're playing just a half season for each in terms of games played. So before we were playing 6 games for every team. Now we're playing sorry, was it 6 games? No, we were playing 10 games for every team. Now we're playing 6 games for every team. Since the wins are basically cut in half, I doubled the number of wins. So that's or the number of credits. So for every win, you get 2 credits. Otherwise, you were going to have 4-win teams with only 1 opportunity to re-roll. Like it just didn't make any sense. So the winning teams, the 2 winningest teams are 5 and 1. They get 10 credits each. So we'll see how that goes. And maybe that'll be helpful. It won't be as helpful for the bottom level teams who have just 2 credits. All they can do is get a new kicker if they want to. All right, let's get into this. What we do is we roll off of this off-season chart here, and 2d6s is all we need for a 2 to 12 roll. We combine or add these 2 numbers together. So first up is going to be Portland. It's going to be hard for them to improve. They're already about as good as you can be. 6 is to roll again. Roll again. An 11. 11 is defense plus 2. So what that does is makes them, they take their -2 and add 2. That makes them a 0. So they go to 3 and 0. This is the risk that you have to take. Everybody has to take it. They're going to take a re-roll, which takes them down to 6. So they're going to use 4 credits for a re-roll. They're not necessarily stuck. This is still their baseline. This is just where they are right now. So if something changes with the re-roll, the 10 defense plus 1 puts them at a 3 -1, which is better. They're going to take another re-roll. Sorry, it's 2. Take another re-roll and see if they can get back to the 3 -2. Roll again. 10. 10 seems to be where they're going to land. So their defense gets a little bit worse. And so their final numbers are going to be 3 and -1. So Portland takes a little bit of a hit. Don't know if that's people retiring or it may be their peak performers are getting older. Not sure. 11 for the gamblers who are a 3 and a -2. That's a defense plus 2 as well. So 3 and a 0. So our top 2 teams getting a little bit worse. We're going to take the credits here and roll again. An 8, a 6, an 8, a 6, a 7 is no change. So 3 and 0, we're going to take them one more time. Takes them down to 2 credits. A 5. Offense +1. That they will take because that's going to leave them at a 3 and a -2. So you can't get better than a 3. So they're going to take that, and basically it's no change, but they go back to their original for no change. So in a -2. So that gambling system is really tough. And what you're looking for is low numbers. So 5, offense +1 for the Miners. That makes them a 3 and a -1. They're going to take 1 credit or 4 credits, and they're going to roll again. They get a chance to do it and undo it. 5 is offense +1, so basically no change there. They don't have any resort to undo anything that happens, so they're going to stay at a 3 and a 1. That was San Francisco. So they're still 8. So next up is San Diego, the Surf. San Diego's been in the championship game. We're 4-2 this season in conference play. No change. Okay, so that represents no change. A 7 is no change, so that's a 3 and a -1. They're going to use a credit or 4 credits to roll again, see if they can get something different. A 3. Offense +2. Basically, they're maxed out on offense, so that's not going to change their fortunes. So we got a few teams still at 3 and -1. The Los Angeles Wave, a 0 and a -1. This number here represents something good happening to them in the midseason roll. So they went from a 0 -1 to a 0 -2, which helped them to win a couple of games. 7 is no change. And they're going to take the gamble, and they're going to spend 4 credits and try to make something happen for them. This could put them back at 0-0, or it could be worse for them. 6, 8, 9. 9 is defense -1, so that -2 is going to become permanent. So now they go to a 0 and -2. And LA had originally won a bunch of championships at the beginning, the first 2 or 3 seasons, and they won it because they had a 0 -2, 0 -3 defense. So they're definitely rebuilding the way that they know how. So they're going sort of back to the beginning, as Inigo Montoya would say. All right, Seattle. 10 is a defense +1. You can't get worse than what they've got. So they're going to remain a 0-0. They don't have any, they only have, they actually do get a free reroll because they had a losing record. So an 11 defense +2. Their free reroll is not worth rerolling. Denver is up next. They were a 0-0. Will they have something good happen to them? They do, a 4. Offense -1. I guess it's not that good. You can't go 0 is the minimum, so they can't go below that. But they're going to get a free reroll because they had a losing record. So if you have a losing record, you get a free one. 11, defense +2, and it's all bad for them, so they're going to stay at 0-0. And the Phoenix Firebirds are a 0-0. 8 is a reroll. 6 is a reroll. 6 is a reroll. 10. 10 is defense +1. They're a 0-0, so there's nothing there. So they're going to take their free reroll. 7 is no change. So Phoenix will be 0 and 0. So it's going to be tough for those teams at the bottom. We have a clear top end, a clear bottom end, and that's how things are going to be. So 3 -1 for Portland, 3 -1 for San Diego, 3 -1 for San Francisco, 3 -2 for Las Vegas, 0 -2 for LA. I think they're going to sneak up on some folks. Seattle, Denver, and Phoenix, all with a 0-0 team. All right, so I am going to create some more cards, and then we're going to go through the season a little bit. All right, and we are back. So we are ready for the 2049 season. I've got my teams all carded up, and we are ready to rock and roll in this one. So let's go through our schedule. We'll do the Northern Division first, and then we'll do the South second. So we'll do weeks 1 through 3, do our midseason roll, and then do weeks 4 through 6, and then hopefully I can squeeze in the final game here. All right, so first up is going to be San Francisco at Denver. San Francisco this year is a 3-1. Denver is a 0-0. So the Snowcats 52-13 was what that score was. Sorry, I went so fast. So the Snowcats are 0-1, San Francisco 1-0. Portland at Seattle, 3-1 at 0-0. Same thing, 38-7. Portland picking up where they left off. Although they're a 3-1 now, not 3-2. San Francisco at Seattle. That was week 1. So San Francisco at Seattle will be week 2. Again, 3-1, 0-0. 45-13. And really, what it's going to come down to is week number 3, San Francisco and Portland. That's what's going to come down to in this division. Denver and Portland. Denver is 0-0. Portland is a 3-1. So 0-0. I'm just using the online game simulator. It comes with Play Action Football. Portland wins 42-10. And now the matchup is set as San Francisco and Portland both 2-0 face off. It's a 3-1 against a 3-1. And this will be these games are going to be really for the division. 37-27. San Francisco comes out with a road victory over the champs. So San Francisco looking good at 3-0. Seattle at Denver. This is a game where somebody's got to win. So each of these teams is going to get a chance at a win here. 21-16, Denver, the expansion team over Seattle. So a big time win there at home. So after week 1, San Francisco is 3-0, Portland 2-1. Denver is 1-2, and Seattle is 0-3. Get that in there. Let's see. All right, and we go to the South. First half of the season. LA at Phoenix. LA is a 0-2. Phoenix is a 0-0. 28-14 Los Angeles. I think LA is going to give everybody all they can handle this season. Las Vegas, San Diego, this is going to be the class of the division. 3-2 at a 3-1. Let's see if home field helps. It does. 31-24, San Diego with a shocker over Las Vegas. Week number 2, LA at San Diego. And 3-1 for San Diego. 30-13, the offense shows up and beats that Los Angeles offense or defense. Phoenix against Las Vegas. Phoenix is a 0-0. Vegas is a 3-2. And a pummeling that we would expect, 45-16 for the win. Vegas is now 1-1. San Diego 2-0. LA 1-2. Phoenix 0-2. LA at Las Vegas is going to be a 0-2 at 3-2. So this should be an interesting matchup. And they played to a 17-17 tie as we get no scoring in the fourth quarter for Las Vegas. And let's see who wins this one. Oh, right out the gate with a TD. So Los Angeles with the upset, 24-17, as they beat Vegas, and the Gamblers are 1-2 in this first half. San Diego at Phoenix, 3-1 at a 0-0. Oh my goodness gracious. What is going on around here? 21, the Wild West, 21-16, and Phoenix gets their first victory. So we have San Diego, who goes 2-1. We have LA, shockingly goes 2-1. Las Vegas is 1-2, and even Phoenix 1-2. Wow. That is not what we would expect. Okay, let's get all set up for our midseason roll. All right, and we're all set for the midseason roll. We're just going to simply go team to team. You get one roll off this chart to see what happens. This could change the entire composition, the entire face of the league, or it could be nothing. So no change for Las Vegas. Portland to 3. The kicker retires, so we need to roll for a new kicker for Portland. So we do that on this chart, and the kicker is going to be kicker number 4. That's here, a 100 and an 80. So they actually upgrade 80, 70, 60. They get about a 5% better chance everywhere. 85, 90. So that's actually a positive upgrade as their kicker retires. And they go out and sign a little bit better kicker. Again, if we were playing the fast action cards, that would have a little bit more bearing and meaning for San Diego. 6 is no change. San Francisco, 7 is no change. LA, 4. If they have a losing record, midseason trade causes the defense to go +1. LA is not a losing record. They have a 2-1 record, so that does not apply to them. A 9. Key offensive rookie steps up and plays well for Seattle. They get a +1 on offense, so they'll be a 1-0. That'll help them. Denver, a 3. Kicker retires midseason, so they're going to have to get a new kicker themselves. It's a 5. 5 is a 95-85. So 95-85. So this kicker is a little worse on extra points, but better overall at each of the different ranges for kicking. I'm leaving this open over here so I can see what their record is. Phoenix, a 3. Same thing. Kickers going down in the league. This is the year of the replacement kicker. And a 4 is a 180. So their kicker gets a little bit better as well. So the guy they sign is marginally better by 50 or 5%. So 85, 90. And they'll go into the second half of the season with a new kicker. Let's get that out there. And now we go for our second half of the season with our new and updated. Only one team updated themselves, offense +1 for Seattle. Otherwise, everything else is just the same. So let's get back to this over here. And we'll continue forward with the second half. We'll start with Denver at San Francisco. San Francisco won the first game 52-13. They are a 3-1 against a 0-0. 41-14 as they take care of business. Sorry. That was wrong. It's San Francisco at home. That was the wrong thing. 48-6. San Francisco wins. Got to pay attention. Seattle is now a 1-0, giving them a chance against Portland, who is a 3-1. Oh, more than a chance. 41-24. Wow. As they take the champs to the woodshed. Give them a whooping. And that's going to be Seattle at San Francisco next. Seattle 1-0. And San Francisco is a 3-1. So we'll see if they do the same thing they did to Portland. They don't. they forget to get on the plane after a big win, 34-10. And that's going to be a win for San Francisco, who is now 5-0 on the season. Portland at Denver. Portland is a 3-1. Denver is a 0-0. 45-28. Portland back to their high scoring ways. Next, Portland at San Francisco. This should be interesting. 3-1 at a 3-1. So, San Francisco is 5-0. Portland is 3-2. So I don't think they can ruin any chances, but Portland does come away with the win. 41-38 on a squeaker. 41-38 as they score on their final drive, and they hold San Francisco here. You can see as, they scored every time in the fourth quarter. 17-10, they outscored them in the fourth quarter. And so Portland is going to take the victory there. They win 2 in the second half. They're 4-2. San Francisco goes down. They're now 5-1. So they're going to win the division. And then Denver at Seattle for the toilet bowl of the division. Denver at Seattle. Seattle's a 1-0 now. 22-9. Look at Denver. Denver with 2 wins on the season. So 22 as the defense shows up. 22-9. The Denver Snowcats put it to Seattle. And that's going to give us San Francisco, the winner of the division. They win 2 games, so they go 5-1. Portland, they win 2 games, and they go 4-2. Denver, we get to pencil in. They win 1 game, so they go 2-4. And Seattle wins 1 game as well, and they're going to wind up 1-5. So Denver not at the bottom this time, and they're going to wind up getting a free reroll in the next offseason. So, or they're going to get a reroll plus the free reroll. They're going to get 4 credits. So that's kind of the way you're going to build things in this system. Is little by little you win one more game, and then you get more rerolls and you get more chances to get upgraded. So that's how it generally works. Let's go to the South. Phoenix at LA. Phoenix is going to be a 0-0. LA is a 0-2. And that has not changed. Nothing has changed for the South teams. 20-6. As LA with another win. They're now 3-1. Fortune's changing for Los Angeles. That -2 defense would put you top 5, top 7 in the league in the NFL. That's it's a top defense. -3 is like 85 Bears, 70 Steelers, that type of thing. -2 is going to be your better teams every single year. I think, I don't know if Philly would be a -3, but I don't know who would be a great defensive team. San Francisco, like the 49ers defense from a few years ago. San Diego at Las Vegas. San Diego is 3-1. Las Vegas is a 3-2. I believe. Big game, 45-28, Las Vegas. So those teams split. Each of the home teams win. San Diego at LA, 3-1 at a 0-2. 34-21. San Diego comes out with the victory. Good offense there against that tough LA defense. Vegas against Phoenix. 3 minus 2, a 0-0. 44-9. Vegas at LA. So 3 minus 2 at a 0 minus 2. This should be interesting. LA at home. Oh, man. They gave up on their coach as Vegas goes 3-0 in the second half. They're 4-2. And Phoenix at San Diego. 0-0. 3 minus 1. I believe San Diego just needs to. They need to win this in order to win the South. So it's going to be kind of wild and woolly. We'll have to figure everything out. So it's going to be a 0-0 Phoenix at San Diego, who is a 3 minus 1. 49-16. And I think that's going to win the division for San Diego, as San Diego winds up 4-2. LA only won one game in the second half, so they go to 3-2. 3-3, sorry. Las Vegas, they win 1, 2, 3. They go to 4-2. And Phoenix, they don't win any games, so they wind up 1-5. So they won one game for the season. And we have two tied, San Diego and Las Vegas. So let's look at their head-to-head. San Diego and Las Vegas, they split the season series. And then we look at, we'll go with points scored. So let's try to total those up. So points scored between Las Vegas and San Diego. So let's go with San Diego, 31 and 16. And 30. So 77 points for San Diego. Well, that's only the first half. So 188 for San Diego and for Las Vegas. They're going to have 24, 45, 17. That's going to hurt them. 45, 44, and 35. I think they've scored more, 210. So Las Vegas is going to get in based off of the points tiebreaker. So it'll be Las Vegas in the big game with San Francisco. Las Vegas, San Francisco. So the Miners and the Gamblers. And we may have we'll have a new champ compared to the last season. So let me get that all set up, and then we'll finish that off. All right, and we are back with the 2049 championship game between the Las Vegas Gamblers and the San Francisco Miners. San Francisco is 5-1 on the season. Las Vegas 4-2. They get in via the tiebreaker. They actually split with San Diego, who was also 4-2, but then they outscored them by about 25 points or so, a little more than 20 points. So we have Las Vegas, who is a 3-2, against San Francisco, who's a 3-1. So Vegas is going to get a +2 as they are 3 on offense against a -1 defense, and San Francisco will get a +1 since they are going against a -2 defense. Should be Vegas as the winners, but we'll see how the dice go. Let's go for the coin toss. Home team is San Francisco. They're going to choose to get the ball first. That means that they get the ball last. So even though there's a transition here, Vegas at the halftime, they're going to get the ball last. So there's nothing, no kick return for a touchdown. First drive for San Francisco. A 9 is nothing. This is a 16 plus 1 is 17. Red zone, zone read run breaks loose for a touchdown run. And that's going to be 6. The extra point is good. And San Francisco takes an early 7-0 lead. Kick return, not a touchdown. So Las Vegas with their first drive, they get a +2 to their roll. 15 is nothing. 5, they're going to need +2 just to get to something better. So a 7, this is going to be a punt result. The punt is normal. And the San Francisco defense holds. So San Francisco on their second drive of the game, they're up 7-0. 15 becomes 16. 16 is a sustained 14-play clock-chewing drive, another touchdown run at the end of that. That's going to give them 6, and more importantly, that's going to let them skip the next drive. So with a 14-0 lead, Las Vegas has to skip their next drive, and it will be San Francisco ball again. So that represents like taking a bunch of time off the clock. Next, San Francisco drive. They're 2 for 2 so far. They're going to be 3 for 3. 16 becomes 17. Zone read run breaks loose for a touchdown run. The extra point is good. So 3 TD runs. And the San Francisco offense is a 40-60 mix. So they are a running team. So this is not unheard of for them, for sure. 5 is going to be an extra point. So 21-0 in a very much a surprise here as San Francisco comes in 5-1, but sort of the underdog. We get no touchdown. That's an 11. And Las Vegas, first drive of the third quarter. 12 becomes a 14. Quarterback is hurried on 3rd and long. Let's see what the drive result is. A 10. Quarterback is sacked. Team settles for a short field goal. They get on the board. It's now 21-3. And San Francisco, last drive of the half, no return for a touchdown. 10 is nothing. An 11 becomes a 12. Sack on 3rd down sets up a long field goal attempt. 1-6 is good. It's a 5. And that's a long field goal. And everything has basically gone right. It's 24-3 for San Francisco. We get a kickoff to Las Vegas. Vegas does not run it back. And their final drive of the half. Let's see if they can stack 2 together. 1 at the end of the half, 1 at the beginning. An 11 becomes a 13. Red zone trip ends in a short field goal. So they put 6 on the board. It is 24-6 going into the half. Las Vegas is going to get the ball first in the second half. A 12 is nothing. An 8 becomes a 10. 10 is a blitz. Offense is stopped on 3rd down. And San Francisco will get the ball for the first time in the half. 12 is nothing. 6 becomes 7. 7 is a punt. 6 is a good punt. So both teams hold here at the beginning of the third quarter. Second drive of the third for Las Vegas. 7 is nothing. 5 becomes 7. Another punt. And the punt is good. On that play, there's a chance for a punt return touchdown or a punt block for a touchdown. San Francisco with their last drive of the third quarter as we wind down the third. 7 is nothing. 6 becomes 7. And we get another punt. Oh, almost blocked. So a defensive battle here in the second half as neither team scores in the third. 24-6 is our score. Las Vegas with 2 drives left. They're going to have to make something happen. A 14 is nothing. 8 becomes 10. 10 is a blitz on third down, and that's going to lead to a punt. So San Francisco with a timely blitz makes the stop. The Miners smelling victory here. 11 becomes 12. 12 is a sack on third down, sets up a long field goal attempt. The attempt is good, so a long field goal puts this one all but out of reach as the sideline is amped. They can feel it. Vegas does not run it back. Las Vegas just getting outclassed in this one. They were not the better team. They lost 2 games in the regular season. San Francisco just lost 1. But they do have the better team at a 3 and a -2. 19 is nothing for Vegas. 11 becomes 13. So red zone trip ends in a short field goal. So they do put 3 more on the board. Let's see if San Francisco runs one back. They don't. It is 27-9. I'm just going to let them clock that. There's no need to, even if they throw a pick 6, it's not going to make any difference to the game. So they're down by, 18 points. So even if they get a touchdown, an onside, and another touchdown with the 2-point conversions, they still come up short. So there's no chance really to win this game. So they're going to clock this one. And that is a 27-9 victory. Ouch. For the San Francisco Miners, who wind up, I believe, with their first championship. So we've had first-time winners the last 2 seasons. Realignment, expansion that allows more chinks in the armor, so to speak, and more cracks for more teams to get involved. And so San Francisco is going to take this one by a score of 27-9. This is using Play Action Football Express and the team generation and career module that comes with the game. You create the teams with this chart. You do the offseason with these charts. So this is team creation, and then you use these to create coaches and kickers. Here's the offseason chart. You can use this, and if you pay credits, you can either re-roll here or get new coaches or place kickers. It comes with the drive-by-drive charts. This is one of them. There's an advanced chart as well that you can play out a full game. You can see in about 5 to 10 minutes. And it comes with the fast action cards that you can use to play out a full game. It's still meant to play the 16 possessions just like this, but you play out every drive instead of just rolling for the results of the drive. You'll also get the card blanks if you want to create your own team. You also get an actual NFL season, either 1983 or 1976, depending on which set you buy. And it'll look like this, except there'll be the actual team colors for that NFL season. The NFL teams are rated with all of their actual stats. And so you can play out that season. You can start with that season and then continue with the team generation and career module and just take those teams through another season or another one or another, like a whole career. I went on ChatGPT and just just created the schedule. So you can do that as well. It's not very super difficult. You're also going to get the FAC chart. So if you're going to play with the fast action cards, you're going to need this to play for the punts and field goals and kickoffs. Penalties, there's an optional defensive formation add-on down here based on how many yards to go for a first down and game situations and stuff like that. So lots of stuff comes with this game. And then on top of that, it's fully compatible. The express game, so the drive by drive, the fictional, all of that kind of stuff is completely compatible with the actual play action football seasons. So the larger cards with the team players on them, they have all the same data. They just have players listed on them. And the full roll out every play, play-by-play, play action football, is fully compatible. I could be playing full games with any of these teams. So it's fully compatible, and you can use whatever season you want. Each of the season charts is contextualized to that season. So if you have multiple seasons, you could just choose which chart. Otherwise, just use the chart that you have if you only have one season. And then you can play out the full game play-by-play. So super cool and a great addition to the play action football universe is the Express version. Go pick it up. I have ordered the all-in-one, so like the 3-in-1, 3 decks in one card. I've ordered that. It's supposed to be coming, so maybe this week I'll get that in the mail, and I'll show you what that looks like. That'll be a proof set. I'll look through it, make sure that everything is okay, and then we'll have that for sale, hopefully by Black Friday and any sales for Thanksgiving. That way you could order it and probably have it for Christmas or just before Christmas, depending on how the shipping goes or how you can pay for faster shipping, things like that. You can pay for them to print it faster, which is what I did to try to get it expedited a little bit. So that'll be super cool. It'll be somewhere between $25 and $30 for everything, like if you just want the basic shipping. And it'll have all 3 decks for the FAC cards on one card. And I guess I've teased that just a little bit on Facebook. So if you're part of the Facebook group, you can choose that. If not, go to Facebook groups, look up Clark and Addison Gaming Company, and answer a few questions, agree to the group rules, and I'll be happy to let you in to that. Also subscribe here to get more video content. I'm going back to school at the start of the year, so I expect once that happens, things will slow down just a little bit. I'll continue to create things, but videos and things like that may be coming out at a slower pace. I might only be able to do some of that early on the weekends or something like that. So we'll see how that changes everything. It may not change anything. I may just have enough time in my life for that, but got to do a lot of reading. So it's going to be time taken up with that as opposed to these things. But I'm still committed to putting out new seasons for all of the games that I have: up-tempo, play action football, the baseball games, on base, precision baseball. This game here, play action football with the seasons. So I'm committed to continue to put those games out there. AIG basketball, I'll have to continue doing new seasons for that, but I have like an old backlog of seasons that I can continue to release there. So I will always be putting out the latest season for those games, so you can be assured of that. But maybe my new game creation will slow down just a little bit. We'll see how that all plays out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That's super helpful and helps us what we're doing. If you want to purchase something, go to clarkandaddisongaming.com. Lots of things to choose from, lots of seasons, lots of different types of games. Look all through this YouTube channel. There's lots of different playlists for different games, different types of sports, different things I was working on. There's like little projects that I start and stop, and so you can see a lot of different stuff, a lot of content here. So go through it, check it out if you're new, and if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. You'll get notified of new videos whenever they come onto the channel. All right, I think that's it from here. So we get a winner, 27-9. San Francisco destroys Las Vegas in the 2049 championship for their first title. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.